I've never thought to look for the history of this. You know, if there's any written history around this, there's got to be a story around it somewhere. But I take it literally. There's an Indian woman buried right there.
I know the story.
What is it? Tell me.
So the story is that at Indian Neck in Wellfleet, somebody was building an addition on their house and they found a skeleton. And I guess you have to call the police or something. And they realized it was a very old skeleton. And so there was a whole long process of disinterring the skeleton, and then it was at the Wellfleet Historical Society and Museum for a period of time in a cabinet, kind of like when you go to and see. And so,
how long ago was this? What you say?
I think it was back in the 60s, maybe. And the Wampanoags basically educated the people that had done that was actually a very disrespectful thing to do, and wanted to bury her on land that had belonged to the Wampanoags.
1976.
And so they reinterred her in 1976. And of course now they kind of regret the wording of this, because it says, here lies an Indian woman whose family and tribe gave of themselves and their land. I don't think they really believe it.
Give us a little bit of wording.
So there's been talk about whether to redo it, but of course that's a very complicated process.
Well, thanks for that. We are on our second adventure for Monday's exploration. And today we're supposed to see the moon rise and the sunset. It looks like a nice little trail here in Wellfleet. Salt Marsh. Heading by the water. Over here heading in sand. Not my favorite. Steps, not my favorite either. Ooh, here we go. Let the journey begin. We went from a broad trail to this little trail here. And then the bushes, still sand. But the scenery is good. Here debating if we are going to be going up that hill ahead of us. And based on the direction we're going, it looked possible. We're in Mudville, trying to find a good dry spot to walk on. Look at the little crabs. There's so many of them. Detours into the woods. Should have put the bug spray on.
It was really fun. They were not big outdoors people, and so we were basically doing a road trip with them with hikes with kids in between, and they were
Yeah, they look like cranberry.
every level to stay.
Not for you to eat. Now that we are on level and my chest is not beating too fast and I can talk a little, let me show you a little bit of the venue.
That's a cost there, you know? Yeah. I loved living in the Boston area, though, just because there's...
Yes, at a break stop. Mushrooms everywhere.
Exactly.
Yes, break stop for accountability. Got twin Rafi.
We'll be back home before we started.
I figured you weren't having us walk through the woods in the dark. So.
Drink at the tavern.
Are
Are you part of this group?
They should have at least like a big rock or something.
anyone want to hear what little I know about the tavern? Yes. They call it Great Island for a reason because it was an island. And I don't know, 100, 200 years ago, it built, it was tilted in over there, and where we walked, it's now really looks like a peninsula now, so it's actually is. But back in the day when this was a whaling port, when you go back to the 1700s and 1800s for that matter, the sailors, when this was an island, had to get off their ship and row over here in small boats. Although there were piers, so maybe there's some ships docked on this side too. And they come here and drink themselves silly. They probably said themselves. Themselves silly. But I always wondered how many died on the way back. They didn't have DUI back then. But
There's a two. Here lies the body of a drunken sailor.
Yeah, there you go.
now, there is like a what appears to be a cellar hole. Sorry.
Under the influence.
Did you ask?
PUI. Piloting.
Oh, okay.
I thought you said
Can I
pee.
steal that for next time I give this speech?
I thought you said pee.
There is what looks like a cellar hole, but I don't know what actually is or isn't because in the late 70s they excavated this thing thoroughly. And they were back here 5 years ago excavating again. Well, I've never seen a report on that. But they know from the artifacts they found 80,000 artifacts.
Wow.
Some of which you can see at the East Ham Visiting Center, by the way.
Oh, that's cool.
From the artifacts, like clay pipes and that kind of stuff, they could date them to like the 1730s. So they know this thing was operated in the 1730s.
Oh, that's
I just
cool.
read recently, somebody thinks or knows that it was in operation in the early 1700s to the 1740s. All around that time. And there were 2 kitchen middens. So as you can imagine, a lot of seashells in there and fish bones, but there are also human bones. So I'll let you work on that mystery.
Fights at the bar.
This is a rock. Brookway. Nice scenery though.
In my mind's eye, this is how I picture myself. This is the same place.
Stopped here. Guess we're gonna get a little history on this. I'm thinking. Can't see what's written on it from so far, but no, I feel like going down there. There is a glare, but sun shining on the water. Looks so good.
I only had like a 1 week school vacation.
And we are still trotting on. Yes, we are.
Yeah, but now I'm a little reticent. I don't know why. Well, I think it's because we have all the time in the world. Yeah. Well, I hope we do.
Sun is going down. Sun is going down. Can you see it? The moon. It's trying to come out. It's right there. Let me know if you see it before it comes out. It is right there. Right there. And I have an arrow to point to it.
Oh, it needs to be nighttime to come out.
Now you can see it a little bit brighter. Saw the moon going down on the other side, on this side. Let me reverse that. The moon coming up, and now the sun is going down. All I need right now is some chair, one to rest my feet on, and one to sit on, and a snack. Yes. There goes the moon. And we swing it around and around and around. There goes the sun. We're heading back to the parking lot. Everybody, a lot of people feeling cold. Had enough. But it was wonderful. The moon is getting brighter.